L to the fifth. What? Bye-bye.
Goodness gracious, what a week. All right, guys, so we are approaching spring break, and I'm sure that many of you are just thrilled to either have your children out of school, to have yourself out of school, or to go on vacation because you're just taking off because you do for work, because you've been given spring break your whole life, whatever. Well, over the next 4 weeks, I plan to release some spring cleaning videos. If you know me at all, you're probably familiar with the fact that I spring clean, and I spring clean like nobody's business. So that's coming, just letting you know. But here we are with the 7 tidbits this week. Number 1 is trust your decisions. Sometimes the bad decisions seem bad at the time, but they end up turning good, so it's okay, trust them. Number 2 is to make sure that you're keeping time for self-care. I've mentioned this before in different videos. It is very important we take care of ourselves. I've mentioned, having our own cup and keeping our cup full so we can give part of our cup to someone else. Keep doing that. Number 3 is it's good to plan things out, but it's also just as good to let things flow. So type A, type B, combine them. Number 4 is make sure that when you're speaking to people, you're being honest, but you're being tactful. Because honesty without compassion is just hate. So keep track of that. Number 5 is always remember there's someone out there praying for you. There is someone out there sending you good vibes. There is someone out there doing something for your benefit. Keep that faith, and I promise you, you will stay in a better mood. Number 6 is if something bad happens, like if you fail your exam, keep faith. Something good might happen later. They might give you a 20-point curve. Number 7, and our final tidbit today, is eat the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Some of them are harder to find than others. Eat the rainbow, and I promise you, light will flow from your life. So keep that in mind. Here we go, guys. This video today is about boundaries. I mentioned last week it was coming, and here we are. It is time to talk about boundaries and why they are so important in our lives and how it is they help us thrive. So L to the 5th, here we go. Over the past several weeks and even months, I've been trying to wrap things up into this 5th dimensional journey, right? And trying to put everything into a certain outline. And to be quite honest, I'm being too accepting. I'm trying to say there is no right and there is no wrong and it's all okay. And there is part of that statement I do want to keep. Everything, part of that idea I want to keep. There is part of that idea I want to keep. Everything does happen for a reason. And all of the bad things do lead us to a better path. However, that does not make them right. That does not make them good. There are people out there that today are malevolent, are manipulative, are hateful, and they're not right. They're wrong. I mentioned a few weeks ago
there are several classes throughout the week that wow, you see this reaching? I put my hand right over my belly because I feel attacked. I feel attacked by these classes. Um, I have several classes a week that literally attack me. These children, and this is my fault. I'm about to take responsibility. So before I go into this, let me make a statement. These children attack me. They energetically drain me, and they're kids. I don't think they're meaning to. I don't think they're aware that they're doing it. But my responsibility in it is that I need to start setting boundaries. When people do things that are not in alignment with who you are, set a boundary. When you set a boundary, excuse you. Oh, you little turd. See? She needs boundaries. When you set a boundary, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Go away. See? Boundary. Boundary enforced. When we set a boundary, it puts a barrier between our energy and someone else's energy. And if someone tells you the opposite, that we all need to blend and we all need this, because we're in that cultural period where things are becoming blended. 60 years ago, if you were mixing races, people would freak out and be like, are you kidding me? Like, that is wrong. Whatever. Like, it's fine. And now we're kind of in I would call this the homosexuality and bi, transgender, LGBTQYXYZ. We're in that time period, and people are kind of freaking out, and some people are going, it's okay. And, there's always something that society's having an issue with dealing. And that's where we are. And where I think we're moving out of the LGBTQ XYZ. I think we're moving out of that. I think that's accepted. Like that's something that people are okay with. We're moving out of the problem. I think what's happening next is energy. Mixing energies together. Because that's really what it was from the beginning. When we started mixing stuff, it was energy. We were mixing energies together, and some people don't like mixing certain energies together, and that's their problem. But, man, boundaries. Set boundaries. Enforce them. And when people come in, they start draining you with their toxic behavior, like, it's okay that they're doing that. Like, that's just something they're going through, because we've all each been that person. We've all taken turns being the toxic friend, being the toxic family member. Like, we've all done that. I don't think anyone's clear of that problem. I think that we're all guilty, which is why we're supposed to have love for each other, is because of that. But when you're there and you are witnessing someone being toxic, it is your responsibility to set a boundary, not only for yourself, but for them. Like, because if you do not set a boundary, they will not learn. And if they do not learn, guess what? They will continue to be toxic, and you will continue to get drained. And then it's just this spiraling effect of drain and just negativity. And stop. Stop that circle. Stop it. Set a boundary. I know I've said it like 10 times. Set a boundary and then enforce it. Otherwise, it is never gonna go away. And I've been practicing. On Thursdays, I have 6 classes in a row. And in order to teach 6 classes in a row, I have to set boundaries. I have to set very, very clear boundaries. And I hold them really strongly for the first 4 classes. And then that 5th class comes in, and by then I'm just so tired. Because it is work setting boundaries. But I'm hoping that as I keep doing that, it'll become easier and easier to do it with classes 1 through 4. And then 5 will be easier, and then 6 will be easier. Although I don't really have a problem with 6. 6 is actually a really compassionate class, and they're very sweet to me. I can just be, by the end of the day, I'm kind of grumpy. I'm grouchy by the end of the day. And I feel any of y'all are watching this in the 6th class, I hope you know I love y'all to pieces. I just, by 6 hours of having to enforce boundaries with 70 students, is it 70? It's probably not 70, it's like 60, but 60 students is a lot for 6 hours. I'm drained, I'm tired. And so I hope they forgive me and understand, because I'm working to make this better for everyone. So the people that can put up with my crap, while I transition forward, thank you guys. I'm going to say it one more time. Whoa. I'm going to say it one more time. Set a boundary. Enforce it. You will feel better about it.